Hey all, welcome to ShareTrek. This is Raj here. Friends, today I'm responding to a request from one of our subscribers, Kin8741. And I'm doing an introductory piece on a company called Checkpoint Therapeutics. Some of you must be familiar with this, and a few of you might even be holding the shares. I'm working on keeping each segment short, so we'll have multiple segments on this company over the next few weeks. Some could be in a podcast format like it is today, and some could be in the video format. Today is going to be an overview. That said, let's get started. Welcome back, friends. Checkpoint Therapeutics Inc. is going by the ticker symbol CKPT on NASDAQ, and it's a clinical stage immunotherapy and targeted oncology company. With a cash position of around $7.4 million at the end of second quarter, they demonstrated an increase of $2.6 million for the quarter, but still this is a low amount. So they increased their cash balance by around $2.6 million over the previous quarter. And the reason why I'm saying it's a low amount is because they used to have $12 million cash balance at the end of 2022. And recently they have done equity dilution at the beginning of Q3 2023. And they raised around $10 million through a registered direct offering. At this stage, I would like to make a segue to provide a little explanation to our viewers about what a registered direct offering is. Suffice to say that it creates equity dilution. A registered direct offering is a type of public offering through which companies raise capital directly from institutional investors. This process involves the sale of securities, typically common stock or other equity securities, to a select group of investors at a negotiated price. The offering is registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission, which means the company has filed necessary documentation and financial information to make the offering compliant with regulatory requirements. While we are on this topic, let us take a quick look at their shareholding pattern. As you can see here in this graphic, general public owns around 72.9% of the total shares of Checkpoint. And this is where the $10 million that was raised recently at the beginning of third quarter has gone in. Public companies hold around 10.9%. Hedge funds have 6.5%. Institutions have 6.1%, and individual insiders have got around 3.5%. So it's a pretty widespread distribution. And we also have hedge funds here, which we have not seen in many of our genomic companies. They have a pipeline that looks good but slim because they are close to commercializing 2 therapies, but there is not much in the pipeline. Their cosibelimab anti-PD-L1 antibody has its BLA submitted, and it's very close to monetization. And that is closely followed by another therapy called olafertinib, which is in phase 3 trials. So most probably there will be a BLA submission for that soon. The other 3 candidates in the pipeline are all in early stage, with probably one in early phase 1 clinical trials. So we will see some action for cosibelimab around January 3rd, 2024, because that is the PDUFA date for it. And the good news is that FDA has already indicated in its BLA acceptance letter that it did not find any issues, and that an advisory committee may not be needed. And that's a big positive news for this therapy, because it indicates that the chances of approval is almost more or less assured. And this can be a big catalyst for Checkpoint stock price. Now, circling back on the cash situation, with the R&D expense in excess of $12 million a quarter, the proceeds of the registered issue will soon dissipate. So it's worth looking at the revenue potential of cosibelimab for a CSCC. And it has got 2 FDA-approved competitors which are already in the market, and one of them is a blockbuster. The first one is Libtayo from Regeneron, and it is priced at around $9,100 per 3-week treatment cycle. And the other competitor is Keytruda, which has a list price of $10,897, but can be lower. So it's logical to assume that the equivalent dose of cosibelimab must be priced lower than what Keytruda is priced at, because Keytruda has got a longer market presence and it's well established. Also, the window of opportunity is smaller in this field, I believe, because the key patents on Keytruda will begin to expire in 2028, opening the door to biosimilars. Once that happens, in my personal opinions, patients will potentially have low cost options and the pricing pressure may increase. Of course, this is my personal opinion, not financial advice. So please keep that in mind while you're making your decisions on whether to invest in Checkpoint or not. So currently, I am not fully confident if I will invest in Checkpoint, but at this point, I'm a very risk-averse person because of my exposure to real estate and to genomics and others. I do have traditional blue chip stocks which are all green, but overall, if I look at my portfolio, I don't have the risk appetite for Checkpoint. I'll study this company further and try to publish another video on its fundamentals and technicals. I hope Kin8741 got what he was looking for. Thanks for your request. And friends, that brings me to an end of this podcast. And I hope you liked this. Please mention in the comment what you think about this new format, because it makes it easy for me to bring out a segment much faster than if I was going to do a video segment. So I would like to hear from you guys. How do you react to this new format? And if you like it, I could continue more on this and a few lesser on the videos. That said, if you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe and do not hesitate to press a like out there in case you like this video. And with that, I would like to bring this video to an end, and I'll catch up with you again in the next segment. Bye for now.